It's Chuck here, back with Milton Daily Homes, and I apologize for the video being a little bit later on Friday. Basically booked from morning straight through, and speckled in between there was a daughter with 102 fever. So there you go, daycare. That's what you get. So she's fine. She's down to about 100 fever, and it's all good. So we have 5 properties today. And so the first one, actually, there's some really neat stuff today. The first one is 100 mil side number 309, and it's at 285. The maintenance fees are relatively high compared to some other buildings, but I don't think for the size of it, it's that different. It's about $560 on the fees. Now, yes, it's not perfect. There's brass finishes on the mirrors. You've got basic carpet. The kitchen is basically original when this condo was built, probably late 80s, I think, to maybe mid 90s is sort of when it was constructed. And this building handles upgrades very well because people who retire don't want to live, they want nice stuff, right? They're moving from a house and now they've got to swallow the pill of moving to a condo. The nice thing is there's some good built-in demand in these buildings because really retirement options, you can live in Drury Park or this building or 81 Millside or find a bungalow that generally needs some work. So there's not a whole lot of options in Milton for people who want to be in the same area as their grandkids. And guess what? There's a lot of babies being made in Milton. So there's a lot of grandparents that want to move here. And I talk to them every day, and it's unfortunate that we don't have the breadth of options. So built-in demand, the penthouse in this building, now it was a lot bigger than this one, 3 bedrooms, 1,600 square feet, but it was listed at $399 and it sold like that in a couple days. So I feel that this price is very, very fair, and I think that you put 20 or 30 grand into this, make it shine, and it's actually going to be a pretty substantial, good investment for someone who's willing to do that. Now, 72 commercial. No photos on this one. $289 is the price, which immediately is going to garner a lot of attention. I think under 300 is getting harder to find in Milton. Now it's on a 66 by 94 foot lot, and it's a 2-bedroom, 1 washroom. It has really a crawl space for a basement. So your total square footage is really 800 square feet, I guess, something like that. A pretty decent lot, okay, so it's still enough for the kids to run around. Now this is going to appeal to some people who are, again, potentially downsizing. This could be an alternative to like the 100 mil side, or it could be a first-time buyers who really want to come in. You could find people who want to put additions on the home, and the size of the lot would warrant that. Here's the last category of people that could be interested in this. Now, this is commercial, oak and pine, so it's definitely right in that old Milton, right in the core. This is the home right here. You can see the little house icon. So there it is. So 66 across the front, and then that's enough to fit a 4-car, like double car wide, and then you can fit probably 6 in this driveway. There's the house here. Now here's the opportunity. If you look at the neighbor behind here, it looks like they've set it up as a semi-detached home. Same thing on this side here. That's Maiden Lane. So you're on the same size piece of property as these guys here. Okay, it looks like Maiden is a little bit deeper. Generally they are. Does the opportunity exist to rip this home down and put 2 semis here? I don't know. It's something to consider. So that would be potentially a bonus use for this type of home. You figure you buy this home, even if at full price, that's about 150 a lot, 145 a lot, and then you put the house on. If the semi's 1,400 square feet, it could be something that could really be good for an investor who's willing to do that. Okay, so Maple is at 305, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-washroom, and very rare to find 3 bedrooms in this building. Maintenance fees are $267, include basically water and the basics, not utilities. They could have taken some clutter away from this home. That's the one thing. It doesn't give a real 10 out of 10 impression. Could have taken some stuff off of here. It looks like California shutters. Double sink in a condo is very, very rare, so that's a nice thing too. And it says it faces west, but this balcony, you can see the railing right here, this is south. That's Main Street, and it's not going to be quiet. There's going to be more buildings eventually built across the street, and or medium density housing. Again, thanks to Colin Best, my friend, who always gives me a little heads up. That's the plant over there, and then you've got James Snow Main is just over on this side here. Okay, so it could be potentially that you've got more space facing off of the west end too. So, but that's definitely a south-facing balcony. And there you go. So this one here, I think at 305, when you compare some of the 2 bedrooms, sell for 270, I think for this price, you're definitely doing well. 1353 square feet, Stanford model. So there you go. It has definitely its positives. The fees for a 3-bedroom are probably the lowest you're going to find. Harwood, 339. It's called a Coleman model. When I first moved to Milton, this was the model that I lived in. This is the same model, and I loved it. I thought it was amazing. So you walk in the front of the house, and you're going to have a dining room. You're going to see that in just a sec. Over in this particular shot, would be just behind here. You've got a good kitchen, U-shapes. There's lots of cabinet. There's lots of place to prepare your food. You've got an eat-in here. That just, I mean, in my eyes shows a couch. You see a little bit of hardwood here. The better angle on that family room is right here. Fireplace, put a TV up here, and you could really have 2 or 3 seats around. It's a good sized room. Stairs to the basement off to the left. There's the dining room right there. Now, there's a park across the street, and that's what we used to call Fourth Line. That's Cedar Hedge Road. This property is north of Derry. And it's nice because the property itself is maybe 8 or 9 years old, and you get a little bit more land up here, 30 feet versus usually semis are 27, 28 feet, and you get about maybe an extra 5 or 6 feet deep. So the lots are bigger, the trees are more mature, but it's generally still a newer area. So it has a lot of positives. My favorite thing, there was no shots of the second floor. The master bedroom is like half the house. It's a great size. There's a full ensuite in there. There's a good walk-in closet, the 2 other rooms, and then you have another full bathroom upstairs. So it's a brilliant, in my eyes, it's a perfect layout for a first-time buyer. We were actually second-time buyers moving from Toronto. March possession, and again, the price I think looks good. There's nice upgrades. You've got an open field to the west. You've got the park close by. You've got Trudeau Park not far. There's a leash-free dog park that's maybe 5-10 minutes walk up the road. Can't beat it. Awesome stuff. Big fan of that one. Now, Costigan is at $373,900, and it's a townhouse, so that's a little high for what we call the average townhouse. Now, this one has a lot of good upgrades. There's granite counters. You've got nice, rich chocolate hardwood floors. I don't know if the layout, I mean, but this area here, you've got the kitchen with the eat-in, and I think there's just one room that comes across, so that could affect them. But boy, it's nice inside. It's beautiful. The finishes are great. I have a feeling that's an electric fireplace in the master, and they're probably going to take that with them. There's another shot of the bedrooms, so they look like great size rooms. And overall, the impression is quite strong. No finished basement. I would say, it doesn't say the square footage in this home. It says it's more than 1,500, less than 2,000. So I think in order for it to really make sense at that price, with those upgrades, it would have to be kind of at least 1,700 square feet. I like it. I think there's a lot of really good features. Definitely European, lots of care taken in this home. It's very nice. So that's our list for today. 5 properties. No super expensive luxury stuff. We got some good solid picks, good quality, good potential, upsides on a few of them, and that is it. So have yourself a great weekend. We're going to see you back on Monday with more Milton Daily Homes. This is Chuck, and I'll see you later. Bye.